And this morning on DC News Now, developing overnight, a U.S. Congressman carjacked at gunpoint in Navy Yard.
What we know now from police this morning, but first, Jackie, good morning.
Good morning, Shanika. Out there later on today, we'll see another day into the 80s, but we're also looking at those 80s tomorrow, near 80 on Thursday, then feeling much more fall-like as we get towards the weekend. Just much cooler will it be? Those details coming up.
Plus, a House divided. What's next for Speaker McCarthy after a member of his own party moved to remove him from his position yesterday?
And the district working to fill some of its openings. What you need to know if you're in the market for a new job.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
All right, time right now is 6 o'clock on this Tuesday morning, taking a live look at the Washington Monument here. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey James.
And I'm Shanika Grimshaw in for Tanaya Wright this morning. And we're looking at the commute with Lex this morning. She will be tracking everything. Is everything looking good?
Still looking good right now. A little bit of congestion, but not anything near what we normally see later in the morning. So.
All right, well, that's good news. No major crashes, at least. And Jackie, let's talk about this forecast. What can we expect?
Yeah, well, out there this morning, a little bit of that patchy fog, so you might have to watch out for that before you step out this morning. We're down about a mile of visibility in Culpeper, less than that in Frederick, 7 miles over towards Cumberland at this point. So again, just make sure that you are taking it a bit on the slower side, being a bit more cautious on your travels this morning. High pressure's off towards our north as keeping those winds light, allowing for that patchy fog to develop. Also creating the dry conditions yet again today, and also the mainly clear skies, aside from where we are seeing that patchy dense fog. Temperatures out there right now, 50s and 60s, currently mid 60s in DC. We're 66 in Annapolis, 60 Lexington Park and Hagerstown. We're seeing those low to mid 50s though for the rest of that I-81 corridor at this hour. Trying to play out the rest of your Tuesday. We're looking mainly clear and sun-filled as we get towards the afternoon and early evening hours. Those high temperatures climbing back low to mid 80s. So another warm day with the sunshine for the day today. Also, as we look ahead towards tomorrow, and then we'll see more clouds by Thursday. And then by Friday, we're looking at some rain chances. More details and timing of that coming up. But Lex is back with the latest timing of your commute. How's it looking out there this morning?
Well, we just said, and I just mentioned, there is some congestion. However, even though you can see that time has been added here to these routes, it's still only going to add less than 10 minutes to everyone's commute there if you are in Maryland. So you're looking at 42 minutes from Frederick to the Capitol Beltway and 14 minutes on that outer loop, which is I-95 to the 270 spur, where we do typically see that congestion start to build. Heading over to Northern Virginia, we're still looking pretty good here. The only spot that you are seeing a little bit of extra time is going to be on 95. That's from Woodbridge to Springfield, but it's still less than 30 minutes for your commute, so still looking pretty good across the region.
All right, thank you, Lex. Your time now is 6:02. Developing now. Scary moments for a Texas congressman after he was carjacked at gunpoint just a mile from the Capitol.
Yeah, DC News Now's Liberty Zabala is live this morning in Southeast with the latest on the investigation. Liberty, good morning.
Good morning, Corey. Well, it is still a very active police investigation here. We are at the corner of New Jersey Avenue and K Street Southeast. This is where officers say Congressman Henry Cuellar parked his car near here, and then 3 robbers approached him with a gun. And officers responded to the scene here at around 9:30 last night in Washington's Navy Yard, just about a mile from the Capitol. Associated Press reported his chief of staff said Congressman Cuellar was not harmed and that Cuellar is working with local law enforcement. Now, his chief of staff said officers were able to recover the congressman's car as well, but no word yet on any arrests at this time. Now, this is the second attack on a member of Congress in the district just this year. In February, Representative Angie Craig was assaulted in a Washington, D.C. apartment elevator. And over the past 6 years, Capitol Police say threats against members of Congress have jumped by 400%. And this robbery comes just moments after police responded to 5 shootings within 6 hours of each other just this past weekend. For now, live here in Southeast DC, Liberty Zabala, DC News Now.
All right, Liberty, scary moments. Thank you. Time right now is 6:03. D.C. police investigating a triple shooting that happened last night. Police say it happened around 9:30 at the intersection of 2nd and V Streets in Southwest. Now, 2 men and a boy were shot. Police say all 3 were conscious and breathing. Right now, there's been no update on their conditions this morning.
I appreciate the police officer, they're doing their job, but they're always reactive. And this area has had enough. We gotta do something, we gotta put our act together, and we gotta help the city. This is just too much. And for me, as a resident here for years, the amount of incidents that has been reported around this area is just scary.
Police say they are looking for a gray Audi with 5 people wearing black ski masks.
And we're learning more about a construction worker who was rescued yesterday after he fell 3 stories. Take a look here. This video shows the moments first responders pulled him up after he fell. It happened on the 1300 block of 11th Street in Northwest. What led to his fall remains under investigation, but we know that the worker was using a wooden ladder. DC Fire and EMS says the man has life-threatening injuries. And a Department of Defense official is facing federal charges for participating in a dogfighting ring. Frederick Moorfield is one of 2 Maryland men being investigated. According to the Justice Department, the 2 exchanged messages about dogfighting with people across the country. During a search of their homes, investigators say they found 12 dogs. Police also say they found training schedules, a blood-stained carpet, and jumper cables used to kill dogs that lose fights. If convicted, Moorfield faces up to 5 years in prison.
D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser is working to update the district's sexual harassment policies, and this comes after a report for the Washington Post found hundreds of sexual complaints against D.C. government employees. That report also found nearly 300 complaints since 2017. That year, Bowser initiated an executive order to investigate the complaints. D.C. passed a law last year that broadened the definition of sexual harassment. Bowser has not updated the executive order to reflect that. She says the complaints mean people feel comfortable coming forward.
Still don't think we have a pervasive problem. I want to be clear. We're talking about 290 complaints right now. The number you just spit out, over 34,000 employees over 5 years. We don't want any.
This all happening after 2 sexual harassment complaints were made against the former Deputy Chief of Staff, John Valchicchio, that led to his resignation. Bowser did not have a response as to why an update to the executive order has not been made.
In national news, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy's own party is pushing to kick him out of leadership.
The effort is being led by Florida Representative Matt Gaetz. Now, Gaetz claims McCarthy broke an agreement that he made with conservative lawmakers to become Speaker of the House. Last night, Gaetz filed a motion to force a vote on the issue, but many House Republicans say the move does not make sense.
The immediate effect will be to paralyze the House indefinitely because no other business can be taken up until a replacement is elected.
Gaetz will need votes from both Republicans and Democrats to push out McCarthy.
And happening now, Mayor Bowser and other city leaders are stepping up efforts to hire more city workers. So far, roughly 7,600 people have been hired in the district this year. D.C. Public Schools reports they have seen improvements in their hiring. City Administrator Kevin Donahue says the Department of Youth Rehabilitation Services is struggling to find enough staff.
They have struggled under the strain to be able to keep their youth development officers.
Over the next year, the city will hold several hiring fairs, and the first is scheduled on November 9th. Priority will be given to veterans and their spouses. Then in February, the city will host a winter hiring fair, followed by 2 more in May and August of next year. You can sign up for the upcoming hiring fairs at the link on your screen, and that's together.dc.gov.
Casa Permanente workers, they're preparing for what could be the largest healthcare strike in American history. A strike could begin as early as tomorrow for 75,000 workers. A spokesperson for Kaiser says progress has been made at the bargaining table. Now, the company is urging workers to reject all calls for a strike. Meantime, workers say the current staffing crisis is endangering patient safety.
If you have a short staffing crisis, what that really does create is folks doing 2 or 3 jobs. What it creates for patients is long wait times for essential and sometimes very basic screenings and appointments.
Union officials say negotiations include raises, protections against outsourcing and subcontractors, and a medical plan for retirees. 98% of the union's members have voted to approve the 3-day strike.
And the United Auto Workers strike against Ford is intensifying. Ford says its suppliers who provide them with parts could be negatively impacted if the strike continues. They say 125,000 workers support their Michigan assembly plant alone. But so far, the UAW isn't backing down.
I think the pandemic really helped to show workers, how essential they truly are. When we were labeled as essential workers, and just before that, we were labeled as by these billionaire corporations, right, as throwaways.
The company's COO says up to 500,000 people could be laid off. As that strike continues on, many employees have been suspended from work. According to a Reuters report, both Ford Motors and General Motors have suspended nearly 500 workers from different factories.
Meantime, the UAW says it has reached a tentative agreement with Mack Trucks. That agreement covers about 4,000 workers in 3 states, including the plant in Hagerstown, Maryland. Now, Mack is owned by Volvo, and according to the UAW, the deal is expected to deliver higher wages to workers over the life of a 5-year contract. An announcement of the deal was posted on the social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter. And custodial workers in D.C., they're calling for better wages and working conditions. Yesterday, the workers held a rally at Franklin Square Park in honor of National Custodial Workers Recognition Day. Now, some D.C. lawmakers like Phil Middleton joined the march. According to a tweet by the local custodian union, workers could soon go on strike. Their contract, though, expires October 15.